As we all know, Japan is a country constantly affected by natural disasters such as earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanoes. Among them, there were many horrific natural disasters to wake up no different disaster. Yet, with their persistent will, determination, and solidarity, the Japanese made the world admire. All these qualities are rooted in the culture of people here. Today, we will come together to learn about the unique Japanese culture. One. Tea ceremony culture. Developed around the end of the 7th century, tea ceremony has become an art of enjoying tea as well as a feature in Japanese culture. For us it is just a normal cup of green tea, but for Japanese people this cup of tea is very special because it opens in their hearts a vast horizon. They believe that through the way of drinking tea and enjoying tea ceremony, one can find the necessary spiritual value of each person. The spirit of the tea ceremony is known by 4 words: tai, glass, bar, president. In it, hoa is peace, respect is to respect the above people, to love their friends and descendants, bar is pure and pure, while passing away means the highest aesthetic limit of leisure tea. 2. Traditional kimono costume. Kimono in Japanese means clothes to wear. Harmony or also has another name is Japanese clothes, which is the traditional type of Japanese clothing. Kimonos have been used by the Japanese for several hundred years. Today, due to the international integration and the nature of life, kimono is no longer used every day as before but is often used only on holidays, parties, or festivals. In Japan, women wear kimono more popular than men and often have striking colors and patterns. Meanwhile, men's kimono usually do not have the pattern and darker colors. A special feature of kimono for women is that you do not need to worry about whether you wear it or not because kimono is only one size. There are 2 types of kimonos, wide sleeves and short sleeves. Married women often do not like wide sleeve type because it can cause many obstacles when working. Before wearing a kimono, you must wear a juban first. Juban is a kimono line to protect the kimono from dirty, then rolled right to the front, left to back, then tied with obi belts made of silk, very expensive. In the case of left wrap first, it means you are going to a funeral. Kimonos are time-consuming, and almost impossible to wear on your own. People in kimonos must wear wooden clogs, and wear white tabi socks. 3. Sake wine. Referring to Japan, we all know the unique wine from the ancient land of Futang, isn't it sake? Sake is a traditional light alcohol made from rice through many stages of Japanese fermentation and comes with quite a few rules. Depending on the different times, Japanese people will also use different types of wine. In Japanese culture, young people have to pour wine for the oldest before and when someone poured sake for you, you need to hold the glass with one hand and the other hand under the cup to show politeness. 4. Japanese culture in communication. In Japanese communication culture, there are rules and rituals that everyone must follow. In particular, all Japanese greetings always come with a final bow. Based on social status and social relationship with the participants, Japanese people use different rules and rituals and bowing methods. The Japanese use the following 3 types of bow. Normal bow style. In this type of greeting, the body bends 20 to 30 degrees and remains for 2 to 3 seconds. If you're sitting on the floor and want to say hello, put your hands on the floor, palms face down 10 to 20 centimeters apart, bow low 10 to 15 centimeters from the floor. Saikiri style. This type of greeting is usually used before the altar in Shinto shrines, Buddhist temples, before the national flag and before the emperor. To make the Saikiri bow, we bend slowly and very low to show deep respect. Kindly bowed. In this type of greeting, the body and head slightly bow for about a second and both hands are on the side. Japanese people often greet each other a few times a day, but only the first time, they must salute the exam or the following times just bow slightly. 5. Etiquette and customs in Japan. The rituals and customs have contributed significantly to the formation of Japanese cultural characteristics, and it is also the basis for a stable lifestyle and stable development of society, thereby creating a Japanese culture is deeply endogenous. In the process of development, Japanese culture not only preserves and develops its cultural communication identity, but is also ready to receive new things mainly from China and the West. Since then, the Japanese can create unique features in culture. 6. The spirit of samurai in Japanese culture. The samurai spirit is like an ideal of a vigorous and determined lifestyle that Japanese people always aim for. To become a true martial artist, you must train your attributes: righteousness, bravery, kindness, politeness, self-control, loyalty and honor. Thanks to these qualities, from a poor country in East Asia, suffering many losses from World War II and the harsh nature of destruction, Japan has risen to become one of the countries with great success. The world's leading industrial and economic development.